If you're going to throw away your computer, erase your personal data. It's kind of important. This isn't even a pre-built like the OG free computer. It actually looks kind of decent, right? Corsair power supply, AM3 motherboard. We'll find out what the CPU is. There's 4 gigs of DDR3 and 2 hard drives that have not been erased. Okay, it's a little bit dusty, and when I went to pick this one up, it was outside and it was raining, so it was a little wet, but it does function. We've got power, we've got the Skit Fratty, and after powering on the computer, we've got 2 user accounts. I know what you're probably thinking. Microsoft, billion-dollar company. Passwords on Windows are probably pretty secure, right? Counter argument, $3 flash drive. Hey guys, welcome to my, not hacking, Windows password removal tutorial. Step 1 is to download CHNTPW. Step 2 is to run CHNTPW. Congratulations, that's it. Yeah, it really is that simple. I just have a menu now where I can do whatever I want with local Windows accounts, like delete all the passwords. And now that same user account just doesn't have a password, and it lets us log in. I've removed the desktop wallpaper and turned off file thumbnails. I'm not gonna go digging through all of the files on here. That doesn't seem like a good idea, but I will demonstrate why you should erase your hard drives. In this downloads folder, amongst all of these PDF files were invoices and tax forms containing full legal name, street address, social insurance number. These are all pictures from 2016. The pictures folders has pictures dating back to 2011, 4,859 files. Resumes from 2014 and 2015, which usually would include all of the information about your education and every place you've ever worked. That right there is a Windows XP partition. Does that boot? This might be working. This might not be working. No, it does not boot. But that partition does contain proof that you used LimeWire to illegally download music in 2010. Let's see what kind of music you were stealing. Sort by plays. 81 plays on As She's Walking Away by Zach Brown Band, followed by Wiz Khalifa and Numb by Linkin Park. The Gangsta playlist is all Fetty Wap. 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee pictures. That one is definitely 239 files. All right, I think that's a great place to end this section of the video. Let's play some games on this. See what kind of stuff it can actually do. Benchmarks. Gaming. Goodbye, capsules of somebody else's data. And hello, actually, fast SSD. This is the current leaderboard for all of the computers I've scavenged from the local recycling place. The original free computer is right in the middle at 268 points. The $10 computer before the upgrades was at 210, and then after we put the i7 in it and then overclocked it, it got to 551 and then broke. Let's see where this computer fits into this mess. Test is running, and the CPU in this computer it's running on is apparently an AMD Phenom 2 X6 1055T, which is a 6-core processor released in 2010, which makes this computer newer than OG free computer. That is less impressive than I was hoping for. That puts this thing here. I guess we call this Free PC 3. I really need names for these things. Technically, this is the best result I've ever gotten from a computer that was completely free. The $10 computer had that $10 worth of RAM, and we bought the i7-860 to get it up to the top of this leaderboard. This one was legitimately free, and it is right below there. Will that translate into gaming performance though? I'm kind of thinking maybe there's a chance the ATI Radeon HD 4250 is gonna hold us back. I haven't used this graphics adapter before, but I kind of feel like it's not good. Also, only 4 gigabytes of RAM that shows up in Task Manager as unknown. It doesn't even know that this is DDR3. We could start with an easy to run game like Half-Life 2. I want to get this out of the way though. How quickly does Cyberpunk crash? Fairly quickly, it turns out. Half-Life 2 is being a little optimistic with its graphics settings, considering it's already running like this. Selecting these menu items has at least a 5-second delay. That's really bad.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and...
Considering how bad those menus were running, this is actually kind of decent. 20 frames per second? I mean, it's not good, and I don't have any hope for newer stuff running well anymore, but, you know, it's working. You don't like me, do you? Ooh, no, they do not like me. I promise I have complete faith in BeamNG Drive. This is gonna open, and we're gonna hit 45 frames per second. We did not hit 45 frames per second. Have you ever seen RimWorld do this? I like this. I think this looks good. Ooh, we got numbers. There's a willow tree here. If I click off of it, this fades into, I don't even know. Okay, maybe it's not a gaming computer, but maybe we can force it to be one. I think we upgrade it. Just gotta tear out these frame rate restrictors and make way for the real hardware. The GTX 1060. Oh, you're only using a GTX 1060. It doesn't matter, this CPU sucks. I also upgraded the RAM to 16 gigs, and you know, like regular RAM stick, right? This is what I put in. The ones I took out are like half height. I have never seen that before. Those are kind of weird. Even with the upgraded hardware, this computer continues to disappoint. We're only getting 20 to 30 frames per second on lowest settings in BeamNG Drive. Now, the CPU is running at 70 degrees. Maybe it's thermal throttling. Just in case it's a cooling problem, I'm also gonna put this tower cooler on and see if it makes it better. I pulled this out. This entire thing is burning hot. I think it might have been overheating. This cooler, I don't know if it's better or not. We'll find out. You know what? I think it actually was overheating. And that's even after I changed the thermal paste on the original cooler. But I put that AliExpress tower cooler on, 45 FPS, the weird stuttering is gone. Now it's getting completely reasonable performance. I mean, it's still only 45 FPS on lowest settings, but it's very playable. I'm enjoying this. I'm not even crashing, wow. This CPU cooler must really suck because the $12 AliExpress cooler is keeping it at 45 degrees. This was running continuously at 70. I ran Cinebench again with this cooler and we increased our score from 351 to 408. Still behind the upgraded $10 computer, but that's an improvement. What else can we run with this newfound performance? This one is only on lowest settings, but Stray is 12 years newer than this CPU, and it's getting pretty playable frame rates considering that. Running around in this little hallway like 30 to 40 FPS. Now I'm playing Portal 2, and it's games around this era that a computer like this will really shine. If you can find one of these for free and get a cheap graphics card like this GTX 1060, this is high settings, 150 frames per second. I can't complain about this. It's pretty good. Companies like Rockstar Games really make you appreciate games like Portal 2. I thought, oh, I'd test Red Dead Redemption 2, common game to benchmark. This is the list of things it's going to install on my computer before I get to open the game. This is ridiculous. Okay, Microsoft sucks too. Why is gaming so hard? You know what? I don't even care. I want to play BTD 6. And I know this game's actually gonna work. Now that's a game that gets solid FPS. Until you get above round 200, then it kind of falls apart. Officially confirmed, one of the computers of all time. You'll have to let me know in the comments what I should do with this one. It does have kind of a nice case compared to what I usually get around here. I don't know, something. Ignoring the hardware I put in here, it is the fastest CPU I've ever gotten in a completely free computer. It's still not very good. Anyways, get subscribed for next week's video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.